Ugh. Man, freeing is up to no good. They are kind of making a lot of people mad right now. Others, not so much, but that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today. There was a pretty big figure announcement last night, and it's causing a lot of people to really start discussing just like the situation in general. And as someone who's part of that situation, part of that conversation, I thought I'd make a video about it. At least it would be my perspective, and I want to make that clear. I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I just want to give my own and explain the situation. So let me just set the scene real quick. It's like 10 p.m., probably just on YouTube or something, and I get a message from my partner, and she's like, well, guess we gotta get this one now. And I'm like, what is she talking about? And I see a bunch of stickers and emojis, and I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me scroll up real quick, and she links this image of Taiga, but she's dressed up in like a tiger outfit. And I'm like, is this fake? It looks kind of fake because it came out at 10 p.m. instead of the usual 11 p.m. Eastern, which is when Good Smell Company updates the store. If you didn't know that, that's usually the time. But yeah, it was kind of like, what is this? And then more and more, I realized that, oh, this is real. This is a real thing. People are talking about it. It's coming. There's links to Amazon. And I'm just kind of like blown away for a second. I'm like, holy shit. Like, what am I looking at right now? Before I go any further, let me just say, this is an adorable figure. It's really cute. Like, everything about it. Basically, what they did is just take the bunny outfit from Taiga's other freeing figure and just change it to be more based on a tiger. Giving her tiger ears, giving her a tail, changing the outfit to be yellow or kind of orange, but it looks more yellow to me. And they changed her facial expression too. There's a lot like tweaked to make it a little different, but you gotta understand that it's still the bunny figure at the end of the day. They just kind of reworked it, retooled it to give us some kind of variant to it. And yeah, I think it's really, really nice, but there's a lot of people that aren't really that thrilled that they're doing this. Keep in mind that the bunny figure came out 3 months ago, and that is really important right now. So a couple of minutes pass, right? Like the high that I was on from the figure kind of just being shown to me is lowering. I'm starting to realize what's going on, and I'm not really thrilled about it because here's the thing. The Taiga bunny figure came out in January. I got it in February. I made a video about it. I reviewed it. It's wonderful. I really, really love that one. It's definitely like a must-buy for Taiga fans, in my opinion. But that's the thing. It just came out. And now Freeing is telling us that, hey, you might have bought that. Buy this one too. And it's just like, what are you talking about? What kind of like horrible business practice is this for the consumer that you're going to release a figure that is very similar to one that just came out? Now, everyone's situation is going to be different here, whether it's like how much money you have, how much space you have, how much you even care about this character. This might not be even an issue to you. You might not even like it, or maybe you love it, but I just think it's coming way too soon. And I think I feel the worst for people who have ordered her and used surface mail. Obviously, if you're buying figures and you use surface mail, then you know it's going to take at least like 3 to 5 months, maybe even more. The ports are just super backed up. So there are people that have ordered her, the bunny figure, shipped it out, haven't gotten it yet, and then got this announcement that they're making a tiger version of that freeing figure. And a lot of people like this one more, which is great, right? It's another figure that looks even better than the last, but it's so soon that it just feels like, I don't know, greedy. It's really hard to not be annoyed by this. It definitely feels like a low blow, like they kind of just like, haha, gotcha, gonna take more of your money now. Because, I mean, a lot of us don't want to buy every figure of every character. I'm an exception. This is something that's exciting to me. But, like, the reality of it is, and if I'm not being biased towards a character I really like, is that I definitely hate this kind of practice. Freeing re-releases a lot of figures, and I don't really want to get into the debate of, like, stockings versus bare leg releases. But, you know, that's become kind of like the standard. Eventually, they will make it again, but without stockings and no sales price for some reason. Like, I don't really get that. They make it with less material and then charge more. I don't know. Whether you like those or not is totally up to you. I don't really care about that situation right now. But basically what I'm saying is there's kind of like a standard to this. There's expectations as to when these figures are going to get re-released. But usually it's like a year or two. Like, they give us a lot of time. We know they're coming because Freeing just loves to kind of come for your wallet. But we at least get to kind of, you know, sit on the situation, understand, maybe make a guess as to when they're coming, maybe not buy the bunny figure right away. But now it's just kind of like, well, if you bought that, screw you. You should have bought this one instead. Because I think a lot of people do like this one more. If you read all the comments, there are lots of angry people that are just kind of upset that they feel like they got played. And I also do feel like I got played a little bit. I mean, obviously I bought it, so I loved it. And Taiga's a favorite character of mine. But I don't know, it just feels like they shouldn't have done this. I feel like they should have waited a little bit longer. This was a very popular release. So much so that they made like overstock. There are a lot of these figures still available at many stores. You don't have a problem buying the Bunny Girl figure. And that might cause a bit of a bargain bin because these Bunny Girl figures normally do go up in price. And as popular as Taiga is, the fact that she's still available now, while a new one is just released, kind of means that there's a bit of like a panic going on. A lot of people want to sell theirs. I'm not going to sell mine. I have no reason to want to sell mine. I like that figure. I was just saying that if I had the choice, I would have bought the Tiger one instead. But there's definitely a lot of people that are like, I gotta unload this. I gotta get rid of this figure. And I don't know if that's gonna be like a good call. I don't know if you're gonna get your money back on it. Because clearly a lot of people are gonna have that same idea. They want to get rid of it because they don't have the space. Not everybody has tons of space. Not everybody has tons of money. Maybe they don't want multiple figures of Taiga, which is totally understandable. Most of the time, I don't collect more than one figure of a character unless I really, really like them. And these are 1/4 scale, so they do take up a lot of space. It's just weird. It's just kind of mean-spirited. It's just like confusing and complicated, and I just don't really know how I want to feel right now. Some people are going around saying like, why get mad about this? Why would you not expect this? Or it's in the company's right to do so. They are a company that wants to make money, and they should do whatever they can to make a lot of money. And it's just like, yeah, no shit. No shit that a company wants to make more money. Like, obviously, all companies want to make more money. Everyone wants to make more money. But it just, you know, it kind of goes to show you that, like, no company is really your friend. That's something very important to remember whenever buying anything or, like, supporting something, is that at the end of the day, they do just want your money. But I think it's pretty unprecedented for a figure to get released and then 3 months later get a brand new one that's like objectively better. Well, I shouldn't say objectively better because there are pros and cons to each of them, and there are a lot of people that still do like the bunny release. Plus, you know, if you do collect a lot of bunny figures, then the original release will be one that fits in your collection more. But this figure is definitely a bit more unique, and, you know, it fits a little bit more with her character. Not that she ever wore anything like this in the show, but obviously she is the palm top tiger. The whole tiger motif is obviously something that goes along with the character, so to put her in a little tiger outfit is very fitting, and it makes sense, and I think that's why a lot of people like it, including myself. I really do like this one, but I don't know. Will I buy it? I mean, probably. But if MFC is anything to go by, then a lot of people are already buying it, so I don't think it really offends a lot of people. I think a lot of people are just kind of like venting their frustration because it is a situation to be frustrated about. I don't think companies should go re-releasing stuff that is like a variant so soon. If you want to re-release the normal figure, by all means, go do that. It'll make a lot of people happy. But just making a different one that is kind of seen as the better alternative is just gonna make people mad at you and then maybe not want to buy your products at the end of the day. Like, I don't know. And the funny thing is that this is not the first time this has happened with a Taiga figure. In fact, it's not the second, it's not the third, it's like not even the fourth. I think I can think of like 7 different examples of when Taiga has gotten a variation on her normal figure. So we have like the Kotobukiya swimsuit, the QQ swimsuit, the Beach Queens, we have the QQ bunnies, we have the Wave dress figures. A lot of people might not know this, but there's also a pink version of the wedding dress that came out last year. And this last one that I can think off my head is debatable, but the Nendoroid is technically a variant. I mean, it is a different sculpt in the body and a different faceplate, but that's all it is because there's no accessories. And it really just kind of felt like a cash grab, like, oh, we can make a little bit more with Taiga and get people to buy her. And I think that's the moral of the story, is that Taiga fans, I think we just buy anything. I really do think that Taiga fans like myself just will end up buying most, if not all, of her products. So I guess we're the problem. I don't know. that's really it. That's just like the rant I had. Freeing is making a new bunny slash tiger figure for Taiga. And if you go online, you're going to see a lot of debate about it. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying it. I don't think you should stop yourself. And you know, if you're one of those people who didn't buy the bunny figure yet, you might as well wait. There's definitely a good chance she's going to lower in price a bit. I mean, certainly there's going to be a lot of people trying to sell her, so keep that in mind. If you want to grab her, you might be able to get a really great deal. But who knows? I mean, the aftermarket is always very fluctuating, and it's hard to tell. It definitely seems like it will happen, but I don't want to be the guy to tell you something and then it doesn't. So it's all speculation at this point. That's it. As for freeing, I think it is a bit of a shit move, but, you know, people are going to buy it anyway, so I guess they did the right call. I don't know. What do you think about this? Are you going to pick her up? Are you angry about it if you bought the original Bunny Girl figure? Let me know down below. There's going to be a lot of talk about this on, like, MFC and Reddit and all those other places, probably Twitter. So, you know, feel free to look around, see what people are saying, and make your own call. Maybe you don't even care about this, and this whole video was filler to you. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Subscribe if you want to watch more, and I'll catch you later. See ya.